Hey everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to this pick a card. My name's Veroosh. You guys can subscribe to my channel down below and hit the bell if you like. So I'm super stoked to be here, and we have a really cool pick a card. It's a quick pick, which means that we're going to go through the answers quite quickly. We're asking the question what the person you have in mind is truly like. So you can kind of have an idea of who you're asking about or attribute a different person to each of the piles. That's fine. And so we're going to take a look at their deeper psychology. So we're going to take an understanding of what can come to the surface after some time of knowing them. And maybe they can be positive things or things that you should watch out for. So that's pretty much it. In order to make these readings, I really need you guys to comment and like the video, but definitely comment. That's good karma. If you don't have much to say, send me emojis, or you can suggest a different kind of pick a card that you're wondering about, okay? So let's begin. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And I appreciate everybody doing time caps. So I'm going to set the tarot cards to the side, and then we're going to take a look at the oracle card. So your first card is unrequited love. So there is some kind of situation that may be both ways. Either this person feels like nobody's going to like them enough, or they're indifferent. And that can be one of two things. Let's see the other cards before we try to figure out what's going on. They're a loner. Okay, so maybe this is a person who thinks a lot, or a person who has, a lot of neurotic thoughts and ideas that are making them want to separate from other people. Either they feel like they're better than everybody else, or they feel like they're never going to match up to other people's expectations. This is an astrological card. You can take it for the sign of the person, but I'm going to just interpret it as a part of their character. So they got Capricorn, so they're like a Capricorn in my opinion. They have somebody's back quite a lot. They're very black and white about things, and they're very forthright with their opinions. I feel like this person measures a lot by financial wealth and success. And so if this person feels as though they have not met their successful lines of what they're trying to achieve, then they feel as though they have failed and they're worthless to other people. Likewise, if they feel that they have achieved something so highly, they think very highly of themselves, and they project that to the people around them. Here are 3 cards by Morgan Greer. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, they're a Capricorn-like person, hey? And then the 10 of Swords. They've been betrayed a lot by people. That makes them very skittish and afraid to open up. But that also gives them a predisposition to hurt others as well if they feel too much victimhood that's not checked. So the last card is the Hanged Man. So they'll keep you kind of hanging on for a long time. As they're taking care of their business in the relationship, they will in some way just kind of let things keep going as they were and make excuses and push things away. So if you're involved with this person, expect some sizable time before you can actually make a connection, if ever. And be careful of them throwing things in your face. Their success, or if they feel that they've been not successful, be careful of behaviors like trying to lower whatever you have achieved. So if you can work around that, if you can make them feel comfortable, if you really want to, then maybe this is a person for you. Maybe this is not a relationship. Maybe this is someone that you work with or something like that, in which case you don't want to make too many jokes or stuff like that. You don't want to be too underhanded, not too jovial, not too sarcastic, because those kinds of things can set them off, okay? Okay, so let's begin with number 2. So we have Capricorn type here. Okay, so number 2, if you chose pile 2, let's begin. I'll set the tarot cards to the side. So number 2's your romance card is attraction. So this person, it says smelling the roses, right? Like this person goes slowly through things. They take their time, they eat slowly, they enjoy life, they're really romantic. Let's take a look at their identity card. Their identity card is that of the achiever. So I think that they have big dreams. I think that they always look to things like, oh, where could this go in the future? Where can I grow and how can I progress? They have big ideas that they want to meet. However, they do still appreciate day-to-day life. This is the sign that they could be, or the character that they may take on. The Leo. That's super Leo, isn't it? All 3 cards. It's like, you know, enjoying life, measured by your success. They want to be a leader. They want to see like an opulent world around them. They want to achieve things as a marker of them feeling good about themselves. They're thinking, how far can I go? How much can I achieve? Let's take a look at your Morgan Greer cards. We have the King of Wands. So this could be a Leo, a Sag, or an Aries. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So what I would say is this person struggles with innate challenges to having not met what they had sought out to do. This person may have big fears about failure, and they cover up deep sadness from past experiences by trying to create around themselves an aura of beauty and happiness, which is a good thing. But I don't think they're addressing those things. I think that they're holding the broken heart and the disappointment really deep down in their hearts. However, they are a person of means. This king to me seems like he's willing and able to go away. And so you may want to be careful with this person in terms of, you know, they may, once you hit upon the thing that hurts and they notice that you've noticed their soft spot, they may actually leave in order to pretend like everything's okay, because they're really trying to paint a beautiful picture around them. Okay? And in fact, yeah, that can create heartbreak and heartache. But I think they really want to bring good things into the world, so provided you can figure out how to maneuver around that, then, you know, all will be well. And so that's number 2. Let's take a look at number 3. So again, I'm going to take a look at the oracle cards first. Your first card is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so this person wants to travel. They want to not be necessarily in the middle of, you know, a city. They may want to be in the country or in the forest, in nature. They also want to have like less technology around them, less computers, less phones, those kinds of things. Here is their identity. They're the Shadow King. Ooh, that's starting to look like a Scorpio, doesn't it? So I feel like this person has like a darker sense of humor. They're not a bad person. I feel like they just like somber things sometimes, and they can't necessarily explain to others why they find those things interesting. So they often find themselves kind of hiding that fact. So there's a lot of them kind of pulling away from other people in order to celebrate what they like, but they may not show that up front. So they've got Aries. Wow, that's like an Aries with a Scorpio moon, right? So I feel like on the surface, this person is fun, vivacious. They're always up to do something. They love adventure. They love to travel. And I think behind the scenes, they probably have like a, you know, Scorpio aspect, Aquarian aspect, something a little bit more, how do you say, gray? I won't say, but like a little bit more gray, a little bit more in the shade of things. And so I feel like, but not in a negative sense, they just don't need the world to, it's like they're okay with the world being cloudy a lot. Like they almost prefer it than just a sunny day. So to everyone around them, I think that they have like a big personality, big persona, but in their private life, they're looking for someone just to be quiet with. Here are your 3 Morgan Greer cards. Your first card is the 10 of Pentacles. This person comes from a lot of money, and they've been traveling for a long time. I feel like they're looking for something, and that has to do with their North Node and South Node. The North Node is about where you're meant to go in life, and the South Node is where you're coming from. I feel it's like they're trying to solve a puzzle in their life, and they keep on looking for a solution. Let's take a look at the next card, and the Emperor. So once they settle, I think that they're looking for their father in whatever way, whether their father's alive or not. They keep on trying to search for a mystery to do with their father. But I think that once that person settles down with the right person, they will be very trustworthy and responsible and kind. And so this person does offer up stability and kindness. However, they have this mystery in their life that they're trying to solve that no one quite understands. I think that there's 2 things to that. On the one hand, I think that it's important that you are willing to listen and to hear them out without judgment. But on the other hand, I think that if you try to say, oh, I understand your story, oh, I get what you're going through, I think that will make them really doubt you, and in fact that will break apart the relationship. So my recommendation is that you offer like an ear to listen, friendship, whatever, even a relationship is fine. However, I do feel like maybe in this situation you don't put yourself into it too much and don't relate to it too much. Just let them have their own way of dealing with it. I think it's too painful for them to kind of think about any complexity like that as in relation to someone else. So that's Aries, number 3. Now this isn't the sign of the person unless you want to believe it is. That's fine. And I did choose these cards face down, so I didn't see which cards were coming up. Okay, so here is number 4s. This is your romance angel card. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel like this person will continually struggle with family issues in their life. It's like their Chiron is in the 4th house of home and family or something like that. Here is the selves in a box. They're the partner. So I think that, I wonder if this is Cancer. This looks like someone who is like ready to settle down. They have their certain issues that make them sensitive and like understanding. But sometimes they get broody, they brood, they don't necessarily open up. But their intentions are just to have stability, a good family. And here is their card. You've got Taurus. So this is a stable person, but they carry with them that secret, that family secret. It may not become available to you immediately about what that is. So I would, again, this is different than number 3. But I would still be very cautious with joking around about family issues and sounding judgmental about anything to do with how families should be. They may actually be a person who's really alone, so they may not have family to even speak of. So, but they're very much present and capable to provide and be a good partner to others. So here's your Morgan Greer, and we have the 9 of Wands. So this person has strong walls. And I'm sensing that this person has strong walls since childhood. So this is like really deep. There's also the Queen of Wands, a Sag, Leo, or Aries. I feel like this person also puts up a really good front. But I think that there is a woman in their life who's helping them and guiding them. She's a Sag, Leo, or Aries, and she's very much protective over them. And here's the last card. We have the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This person may have lost a child in the past. They will not talk about it if that's the case. But I feel like otherwise they may have been pushed out of their home early. So it's a lot of family stuff that they carry around. I think that they very much want children of their own, and that's why the partnership thing is so important. And they have a lot of close friends. They don't have like just a few close friends and a lot of acquaintances. They have a lot of close friends because they speak really from the heart. So they're a good friend. Maybe a little bit private at times, but okay. So now number 5. Number 4 was like a Taurus-like personality. Okay. Number 5, let's take a look. Okay. So number 5, I'm going to do your oracle cards first. So your first card is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I think this person is pretty carefree. They may have been like a spring baby, or if you ask them what their favorite season is, they'll say the spring. I think that they're really like, it reminds me of that little skunk that picks flowers. Is it Pepe Le Pew? I don't know, but it's like a cute little skunk. And I don't think it's Pepe Le Pew. It's the one that picks flowers and is like very, very jovial. That's the image that I'm getting when I look at this card. And I think that this person is just happy. They enjoy like blue skies with little clouds. They're very like, they're not very serious about anything, or so it seems, but it like, you will not get like a serious comment out of them very quickly. This is the personality. They're the spiritual. Oh, they're like a laughing Buddha. That's what I'm getting. So like they're very fortunate, and they feel a lot of their life is through gratitude. And I feel like they believe that if they just stay optimistic about their life in general, that things will work out. And here is their personality card. And they've got Gemini. So they're very, yeah, they're springtime, right? Like right the beginning of summer. So I feel like this person has a lot of joy, a lot of ideas. You can say anything to them and they will sort of understand and comply with what you're sharing. I feel like this person in some way has their own beliefs, but they're not forthright to share them right away. They sometimes keep that to themselves. Your tarot cards for this person are the 6 of Rods and the Strength card, which is Leo, so they could be a Leo as well, and the 7 of Cups. So like I said, there's deeper questions behind all this friendliness and lightheartedness, but I don't think it's dark. I don't think that there's like a deep secret there. I think that it's just their spirituality is their own, and they keep that close to their solar plexus, their identity, right? The Strength card is ruled by Leo, which rules the solar plexus. So this is the ego, the seat of the ego, personal drives. So they'll never tell you ever what makes them tick, but they'll always be, if they're there in your life, they will be tolerant and accepting. So just by virtue of them being there, you know that you're welcome and that you are accepted. Okay? Okay. And then finally, last but not least, number 6. So here's the Gemini-like personality. Okay? And then finally, last but not least, number 6. So the first card is, this could be the one. This person thinks like everything is it. You know, like if they read a book, it's the best book they've ever read. If they see a movie, it's the best movie or the worst movie they've ever seen. They're a person of the extremes, so they can really seduce you, and they can be like, you are the love of my life, they can have I wonder if this is a water transit. So this person has like an all or nothing attitude towards things. They can be a little careless, but that might be fun as well. So here is your or their personality, the performer. So yeah, so they can, very much like an actor or an actress, musician, you know, someone who makes everything appear to be one way. They step into the role so wholly that you can't necessarily tell one thing from the next. Their astrological similarity is that to Pisces. You can never put a finger on them. So many different little avenues and so many different perspectives. There could be an aspect of them that has to do with, like, they'll say one thing and mean another, and they mean both things without being dishonest, but they can be very misleading. They're a performer. They love life. They're full of joy. I think that they wholeheartedly want to bring joy to other people as well. So here are the Morgan Greer cards. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, again. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. This person's not a cheapskate. And the Seven of Pentacles. So this person probably doesn't talk about a lot of things. They may talk about religion, but they don't, or like high level philosophy, that kind of stuff, but they won't talk about like the relationship. They'll just continue a happy relationship without any conflict and not look too much into problems. They have a very big financial appetite, so they'll work hard for it and they'll save their money, but the bottom line for them is finances. And if you are in a relationship with this person will definitely arrange for your financial security and well-being. Okay, so that's the cards that we have for the 6 different personalities. Hopefully that gave you some insight or something to think about the person you have in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a nice day. My other playlists are down below in the playlist and in the click-throughs, so check them out. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.